on. Hold on. Yeah, looks like we're live. Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. I had trouble getting the game to start yesterday, and today I was watching Project Hail Mary. I knew it was supposed to be a good game, but I was not prepared for how good it was. Or, good game, good movie. Man. God damn it. Alright, don't panic. I'll see if I can play... and see if I can get to a different version. Okay. Oh, is it Andromeda? And okay, it's not taking too long, as long as I was fearing. Still not lightning quick. Oh, here we go. Alright. Fingers crossed, people. I think that'll work. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. You say. Maybe? This is a historic day. Several of the galaxy's prominent space-faring empires, including the new Cybertronian Commonwealth, have announced the creation of the Galactic Community. This supranational organization will serve as a forum where matters involving the entire galaxy are discussed and decided upon. As one of its founding members, we can take pride in this milestone of galactic history. A great day for the galaxy. I am very good. When did I get 1,000 credits in income? Holy shit. When did this happen? When did I meet these people? What in the actual fuck? Back up. Back the fuck up. Oh, what? DOTM Moonracer? Second defense. Oh my god, I think this is a different save. What? Maybe? Yeah, I did not have a ship named Callus at that time. And I don't have a ship called Metro Titan. I did not. Yeah, this is a completely different save. Oh, fuck. I think I deleted it somehow. I was trying to get my game to... Fucking hell. They're all deleted. Hold on. Let's see if... Riveting, I know. I'm just rolling back to the primary version real quick just to test. Come on. That was a fun movie I watched. Saving Project Hail Mary. It was like no big space battles. It was just a guy on his own meeting an alien. It's really sweet. It's a really cute kind of movie. May take a while. Alright, this is gonna take a little bit. Really hope I didn't delete it by accident while I was messing around with some files. I was just trying to get my games to run properly. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I was really... I wasn't that far ahead in the game, but I had a nice thing going. I had a whole good economy. I had a good economy, I had... trying to think of what to say about Project Hail Mary. Like... yeah, I think it's just gone forever. Fucking hell. Tell you what I'm gonna do is go to the store and just get the new DLC and try that out. I mean, I'm probably not gonna use Nomads. Alright. Do I have it now? Yeah, I do. Alright, might as well try Nomads. I mean, I'm not gonna make a Nomad thing. I actually don't know what I'm gonna make. You know what? Why don't I make Space America? Okay, they moved that. Move things around. Nomadic gameplay off. Cannot claim or own systems and planets. Colonies are carried by arc ships, will also carry shipyards. Right, so we're Americans. So we're militaristic, we're egalitarian, and are we egalitarian? Let's put xenophobe. Probably be useful. Or materialist. Citizen service. Are you doing your part? Full citizen and the political responsibility that comes with it are limited to those who have served a tour duty in the military. Service guarantees citizenship. There it is. Get the project text. Eager explorers. Penalties. Efficient bureaucracy. Merchant guilds. Meritocracy. Warrior culture, vault of knowledge, sovereign guardianship, selective kinship. In an uncertain universe, only kin can be trusted. This civilization is selective about the species it defines as equals. Beacon of liberty. This society is a shining beacon of light in a sea of darkness. Liberty and individual freedoms are held in the highest regard here. Refugee attraction plus 95%. Empire size from pops minus 10%. Yeah, let's go with that. Council position, protective liberty, empire fixed per skill level. Okay. Prosperous unification. Lost colony. This civilization. Let's try that. Hmm. Archaeo studies. Imperial fiefdom. Well, it doesn't have to be purely America, but post-apocalyptic. Baptized by nuclear fire, this civilization has faced total annihilation, survived. Homeworld, Tomb World, species trait survivor. Sure, why not? Communal. Okay. Slow breeders, repugnant. Unruly. And quarrelsome. Let's go with that. Natural engineers, what do you want? Existential heteroparity. Familial. Okay. Very strong. Inorganic breath. Genetic memory. Thrifty. Resilient, talented, and what else? Conformists, charismatic. Nice. Americans. Usonian after Usonians from, what's it called? Should we call it? Just so, I guess. We got some new ones. Why do you?
Our course is charted. Cast off all moorings and hard a starboard.
Knowledge, discovery, compassion, integrity, and top tea.
Dawn breaks and the world breathes. Rocks tumble, rivers.
It is a good day to die.
You seem overworked. Have you considered joining a union?
The laws of science govern all.
Automation, open access, shared.
Attention on deck.
You xeno scum. Star hopping's all fun and games until you trip an alarm and some angry drones appear. We've got augmentations that haven't even hit the black market yet. Safety tests are for cowards. Let's get you wired. Star hopping's all fun and games until you trip an alarm and some angry drones. Priority alert. This pre-recorded.
Let's go with that. This is also fitting. Some of these are pretty new. Must be part of the new DLC. What kind of city do I want? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, either... How about Imperial? Yeah, I think I'm like an Imperial for them. I wish I could change the color. Joshua Ferguson. President.
Mikael de Hernandez, González Navío. Mikael de Hernandez, González Navío.
Why is he... Alright. Let's go 600. Filling density. Amperes 9. Fallen Empires 2. Crisis type. All. Pre-FDL, civilization and pre-sapient species. Fire placement clusters. Wormhole pairs. 1.5. Alright. We play a little bit of this. The United States of America. Origin, post-apocalyptic. In the eon since the first primitive American communities took shape in the meadows and forests of America, our civilization has spread and prospered, but a certain unit society was not always united towards a common goal. In centuries past, mounting tensions between competing nations came to an apocalyptic head, and a global thermonuclear war that claimed the lives of billions and forever marred the surface of America. In the decades to follow, surviving Americans faced radiological contamination, mutations, and violent tribalism. It was in this grim crucible that the United States of America was truly forged, and with a new world order. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlink network, the finest minds of the United States of America have the finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp.
Important information for you. Very well. I'll provide.
Right.
The situation log displayed. I have imported the victory screen. The council screen is where we appoint.
Right.
The traditional screen, the technology screen, is where we'll be.
Jobs reduced towards businesses. Alright, let's focus on the good military. Or research, then military. Okay, off-road trading company. Or rather, research, then military. Hold on. No, research, mining, then military. Shit, now I need to worry about food now. Okay. Research, food, no, research, minerals, military, etc.
The leaders screen provides an overview of our leaders and lets us hire, dismiss, and manage them. The species screen lists all types of normally intelligent beings we have encountered. We can tell you something that you perhaps didn't know from the expansion planner with it. In the fleet manager, we can create all the ships they've used with it.
No, let's go with Falcon. Exploration.
Via the market screen, spread influence to lay claim to star systems. This is our construction ship, which is used to construct. This is our science ship, which is used to survey astro. Here is something that you perhaps didn't know.
Right. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? We need to fucking wait. Discovery of alien life. The astute has made a startling find at Ilfora 2. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on America. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on the Ilfora 2 are sapient, it's likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We might not be alone out here. This is a good place to start. I'm sure of it. The United States of America is buzzing with news of the alien organisms found some time ago. While far from intelligent, there is life out there. Life offers valuable and scientific insights. We're prepared to confront. Building breach point sounds like a good idea.
Construction complete.
Alright. I want us to be a little expansionist. Cloning, huh? Purity, supremacy, mutation. I think I'll go with prosperity.
Council agenda available. Construction complete.
Right.
This is our system's starbase. These upgradable stations mark star system ownership and are most often tasked with producing all types of ships. One of our science ships has just surveyed a world that will make an excellent candidate for one of our science ships has just...
Right. Alright, I'm gonna react in Toba. Let's go with you. Survey system.
Military fleets are used to protect.
Okay. Let's build
Council agenda ready.
a mining district.
covers government policies.
Oh, forgot to touch
as well as
that.
empire-wide edicts, practices that can be enforced by spending some of our resources.
Diplomatic, expansionist. Unrestricted wars. Balanced vassalage. Select indiscriminate. Resettlement. Initial border status closed. Keep the borders closed. Research restrictions. Mixed economy. Let's go with militarized. Wealth creation.
The faction screen gives an overview of the populace's political.
Alright, evolving society. Let's get more unity in. Infrastructure, cost, upkeep. Everything is so expensive in the early game, it's not even funny.
The archaeology window shows details of the currently selected archaeology.
A small canyon of sorts has been carved into the surface of this planet by the violent impact of a starship. While remains of the vessel can still be found on the canyon floor. Although the crash might have occurred eons ago, the wreckage appears to be reasonably intact. An archaeological expedition will be able to learn more.
Construction complete. A leader in our empire has reached a new skill level. This
Soul contains the remains of mysterious ruins. Soul contains the remains of an ancient abandoned colony. From orbit, there are no obvious signs of disaster which have killed the inhabitants or compelled them to flee. If we want answers, an expedition to the surface will be required. Curious. Create abandoned colony ruins archaeological site at Stellaris 3, United States of America. There we hold regen. Okay. As our science ship scans the surface of Stellaris 1, it becomes quite clear that we found something out of the ordinary. Its composition history provides it with extra materials that we should take every opportunity to gather. We shall surely constantly more irregularities like this as we survey new planets. Should not underestimate their impact on our expansion. Intriguing.
Anomaly found.
Entire continents on Avalon 2C are blanketed with a strange growth that seems at odds with the rest of the planet's flora. Investigate. There's actually quite a few.
I have important information for you.
Heard that you're not really supposed to take care of. Spycraft. Alright, yeah, Pete. Let's go with that. Champion of the people, happiness. Naval capacity, yes.
In the contact screen, we see a relic screen that allows us to view and
Alright.
anomaly found.
Efforts to map the surface of this planet would identify a strange mountain range in the southern hemisphere. Does not appear to form naturally. Investigate. Invasive exofungus. After intense study and sampling of the growth blanketing entire biospheres on Avalon 2C, Valentina Tavia reports that the substance is not native to the planet, but rather an invasive fungal life form of unknown origin. The fungus feeds on biomatter, choking out existing plant life and developing terrain. Any future settlers on the planet will have to deal with routinely bringing back the exofungus. It is unknown at this point it can be entirely eradicated. Worrying.
Locker cleared.
4K. Alright. Here we go. Just addition. Infrastructure cost, minus 10%. Let's go with plus 5. The construction ship waits there.
Research complete.
Alright, what do we got? Geothermal fracking. New tracking techniques will also tap into.
Survey complete.
Alright, just give me a moment. New fracking techniques will allow us to tap into previously unattainable pockets of geothermal resources deep beneath the planet's crust. Alright. Research, materials workshop. Actually, let's just go with job, whatever is most useful at the time.
Locker cleared.
Strike Force Dragon. That's a cool name. Don't count your planets. Our scientists have discovered something rather monstrous. The mountain range I've scanned earlier was in fact the outer membrane of a gigantic egg. It's uncertain whether what behemoth could lay such an egg and what horror would hatch from it. Study it from afar. Issue a special project to crack the egg. Oh, hey, I can actually build shit. Alright. Let's build us another mining district. And then, let us build... Oh, it's cheaper now. An agricultural district.
Anomaly found.
Survey slips of Barbin 2A's barren surface have revealed a repurposed field station. Originally a temporary research lab long past its intended lifespan, faint heat radiation suggests part of the installation remained active. Investigate.
System survey complete.
Alright. Now, survey this. Alright. Oh, you're doing that. Alright, what do you got? An abandoned ship has been left just aimlessly above this plant. The massive sails protruding from its hull suggest that it relied on solar power to function. Investigate.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna wait until we survey this whole quadrant sector until we start colonizing.
Ships upgraded.
Nice. We have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around AIM-4. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails is a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely updated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Torn solar sail. Interesting, albeit primitive design. Let's build a construction ship. Send you out to build Stellaris station.
Research complete.
Build starbase. Alright, Xenobiological Lab. The study of alien life is beyond mere cataloging. By examining the stars and survival strategies of organisms evolved at their foreign stars, we open new avenues in medicine, adaptation, and design. Research. Pop growth. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's go for that. Each edition. Upgrade from jobs, minus 5%. Alright, what do we got? Organization, research 3 plus 5%. Upkeep from researches plus 5%. acceptable. Okay, survey speed plus 25%. Hyperlane breach points. Transit hub. Hyperdrive 2. Let's go with survey speed.
Construction complete.
Okay, every month is 30 seconds, I guess. How the world survey? We now know without a doubt that the fighting biosphere is not something unique to America. But the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Commendable objective. Initiative. Begin the habitable world survey event chain. Okay, let's build more food.
Complete.
We need to grow our pop real quick.
Construction complete.
Right. What do they call that? Sanjani's Expanse. Whispering Garden Nebula. Void Sea Nebula. Vaizulu Nebula. Interesting. Oh, shit. There's still the generator district. And what should we build? We're low on consumer goods,
Construction complete.
so let's build civilian industries. No, let's build ally foundries, then consumer industries. Alright. Building a couple mining stations. Very nice.
Mining stations are used to extract the minerals and System survey complete.
Alright. Go to Air Trove.
Construction complete.
Lone Survivor, surface expedition to Barbon EA relocated the repurposed field station its lone occupant. Identified herself as a stranded scientist who has endured this harsh world for years, she offers his expertise for the United States of America in exchange for rescue. Give her a shuttle and supplies. Leave her be and observe. Screw, renowned Paragon, and emaciated fungoid sit south for hub converted field station. And she speaks of her ideal on Bobbin 3. The sounds from her gill rasps. Words arrived in fits and starts. Forgive me. I have not spoken to another in many years. What stranded you here? I was surveying Bobbin 3A, cataloging the unique bedrock. My crew said they do a quick sweep in our exploration craft. I believed them. Only after a few days of worrying did I realize what happened. They took off and flew home. How did you survive here for so long? Oh, it's a wonder you can do when you're modifying cell permeability and hyper-expressive heat shock proteins. After that, it was simple to reduce macro-autophagy on my modified cells. Thanks to the subliminal content of this world, I could generate many savory meals. You do not wish to rejoin your own kind? They don't deserve the breakthroughs I've made on this rock. I don't care to learn what duplicitous reasons they have for abandoning me. What can you do for us? I'm tired of working in a makeshift flat. I want to see new worlds from space.
Research complete.
Alright, research complete. New research. Basic strike craft, Corvette. Let's build better Corvettes. Let's build her a ship. Comet sighted. A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate trails was recently observed in the solar system. Its passing was uneventful. It's a good omen. Oh, nice. Standard construction templates. Minus 10 infrastructure cost. Plus 25% infrastructure build speed. Alright. Okay, you're not a governor, so let's go with meticulous.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Alright, hole in the ground. Orbital telemetry shows a massive impact crater on the surface of Saya 2. It was not caused by a meteorite strike, as the crater is surprisingly deep in proportion to its diameter. In fact, the actual depth cannot be determined, as the shaft is choked by rock debris part of the way down, without getting further orbital scans. It appears that the conventional excavation is the only way to find out what lies below. Champion of the people.
System survey complete.
That is quick. Excavate site.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Initial analysis of the asteroid's composition points towards potentially interesting finds. VTR 328 FROP system. Investigate. New research. Pop Ghost 3. Grants a small amount of immunity. Monthly UV plus 25%. Additional edicts. Oh, these are all really good.
The election screen is where we decide on the new ruler for our empire.
Oh, right. Elections. Ugh. Right.
Construction complete.
Fragments of life. It appears that the asteroid VTR-328 and the surrounding debris originated from a former planet. Deep within the center of the asteroid, we found traces of extremely valuable alloys. There are also hints of bacterial life that has now died in the vacuum of space. This shows that the celestial body once provided the promise of life. Amazing. Alright. Leader level up, defense engineer. Nice. What? How do I select that? So that's how you change.
The
Demographics tab tracks the makeup and spread of our empire's populace.
Okay. That's... Alright.
Construction complete.
Alright. Abandoned colony of the ruins. Strange ruins, no sign of damage beyond neglect. Homes, factories, buildings of unknown use, all stand empty and abandoned. Where did everyone go? It seems like the large building in the center of the colony may hold the answers. Investigate it.
Here is something that you perhaps didn't know.
Minor artifacts, logical understanding, sublight speed.
Construction complete.
Investigate. There's a significant scarring on the surface of this world, and this pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive risks look almost like writing. Investigate. Branded colony ruins. Mysterious ruins. A large crystal has been found inside what we now know to be the colony's central administrative center. In some way we cannot truly describe the crystal seems to have wanted to be found. It is trying to communicate with us. Perhaps further study, communication will be possible? Probe the crystal. Minor artifacts found. 50 resources. Okay. Alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of FF7. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper atmosphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Tales of a mercenary. Fascinating. Okay. It's upkeep. I need alloy foundries.
Construction complete.
Okay, I think it's time to start building up our fleet. Let's go for IL-4 1, 13 city districts, 6 generators. I think we need to make an industrial world. Or, what about this one? Okay, this will be our agro world. Okay, do we have enough for another colony? Let's wait. Oh shit. Hostile fleets present.
Spacefaring entities. We can learn more about them.
Shit.
And maybe even initiate first contact by completing. We have come into contact with Inuit.
We made first contact with mysterious aliens in Kogantu system. For now, we codename them Fee aliens, so we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, you should decipher it so that you can assess how much of a threat they pose. Interesting. Fabiana di la Guardia. Technology research, survey speed, plus 25%. There we go. You can go over here instead. How do you make, oh, they need minerals, not fucking alloys. Okay. You start saving up. Why do we have negative unity? Do you have too many leaders? Okay, let's buy that. Then we can make abandoned gateway. We're located between an ancient subspace gateway near Light's End. It appears to be part of a galaxy-wide network of similar stations, which, when operational, allow for near instantaneous travel from one part of the galaxy to another. At some point after its initial construction, its connection to the rest of the network was severed. Now offers only one valid destination, an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy. The astronomers have designated the L cluster. Even more intriguing, the gateway was built entirely by microscopic nanites of an unknown design. Although the gateway emits a faint power signature, it has been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance loop that prevents its activation. Until we find some way of aborting this process, the L cluster remains beyond our reach. Intriguing.
Situation log updated. System survey complete.
Ah, shit. Why is it stored? Archaeological flight discovered Droni beacon. The coordinates provided an abandoned Droni colony directed us here. We'll need to deploy another expedition to deploy the seemingly ordinary world. Archaeological site finished. Ancient abandoned colony ruins, mysterious ruins. After a great deal of trial and error, a breakthrough has been made. The crystal is some kind of psionic archive, but its records are fragmented. What we know is that this was a colony of the Droni. A psionically gifted race who discovered a dimension which came to be known as the Shroud. Once the Zornia population reached critical mass, it seems their collective unconscious minds began to make contact with this proto-shroud in dreams, leading to mass lucid dreaming. The phenomenon was studied, and the Zorni discovered how to psionically project themselves into the shroud, at which point they also found they could manipulate the very fabric of reality using their psionic powers. Those belonging to the Zorni discovered they could physically enter the shroud and live like gods, transferring the dimension to suit their whims. The archive's records end there, with no information on what happened to the inhabitants of Stellaris 3. There are no answers that here we have learned of another Zorni colony which may contain a more complete archive. Specimen obtained. Fragmented Zorni archive.
System survey complete.
Crash Starship. Captain's Chronicle. A log of sorts is discovered from what was believed to have served as a spacecraft's bridge. Captain's Chronicle beginning recording. Made first landing on planet 5523X. Incompetent crew to blame. Shadwell, Voxel, and Dibrak III did not survive. Pervex lost 2 secondary appendages and 11 of his eyes. Remains in critical condition. Survival doubtful. Rest are fine. Awaiting rescue but surrounded by idiots. Very depressed. Curious?
Construction complete.
Why do we have consumed? Because we have too many fucking leaders, that's why.
Research complete.
Corvette build cost.
System.
Gamma aliens. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens on the Sol system. For now, we have codenamed them the Gamma aliens until we found out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it so we can assess how much of a threat they impose. Interesting.
Congratulations on having colonized the New World. Our colonization in progress.
Our colony ship has gently touched down the mouth of a large river delta on one of its continents at Abatelis Prime. This temperate forested area will provide shelter and easy access to raw materials. The ship has been converted into a reassembled ship shelter to serve as headquarters, and the reactor core removed to act as a colony's temporary power source. Tents filled with construction materials alongside prefab shelters have sprung up around the ship's hull as colonists disembark, marking the first American city on an alien world. Here we go.
Construction complete.
Calf aliens. We made first contact with mysterious aliens in the system. For now, we have coded them calf aliens until we found out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it so we can assess how much of a threat they pose. Interesting. Big and testing. Upon entering Kagoto, our senses picked up strange readings. Dismissed at first as glorified asteroids, these quickly changed. We discovered that these entities were charactered aggressively to movement in space, but even at great distance. Observations of these entities, preferably from a safe distance, is devised. Best viewed from afar. Keep it up. The first contact process advances. A new log has been found and translated. First mate Ithar speaking. Captain has been safely stowed in the utility closet C. That bumbling fool is to blame for everything. I'm in command now. Chief Engineer Zarbla is working on a subspace transmitter. Without one, I feel we'll never get rescued as we're too far off from the corporate trade routes. Privax lost another eye. Like it won't last a day. Curious.
Anomaly found.
We detected some unusual energy readings emanated from this planet. Maybe a glitch in our systems, or could be a sign of something more. Investigate.
Construction complete.
Shit, those are worm monsters. Microsingularity recently intersected Savnivik 3, passing straight through the core and merging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage. It has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific methods. Further study may be warranted. Fascinating. Energy mogul.
Research complete.
Ancient warring tribes, historical nation, the conflict, now unified empire. We will not crumble. Parasites from hops. Alright, let's get more food. Structured signals. We have picked up readings of unknown nature. The signals seem to find some kind of repeating syntax that could indicate sapient origin. It should be investigated further. They seem to be concentrated around a single space station, though it's unclear whether this forms parts of a larger space-faring civilization. Proceed.
Construction complete.
Oops. As we begin more and more visual images of aliens known as the Gamma aliens, it's known that these will eventually leak to the wider public. Their appearances have provoked widespread dismay upon a population who has taken to sky as repulsive shrooms. Already many have demanded they take action to deal with the new fungoid threat.
System survey complete.
During its survey of Mayor, the astute discovered a previously unknown strategic resource called astral threads. Its unique properties and distorting time and space should be put to use in a number of interesting ways. We cannot extract this resource yet, but we can establish control of the system for further exploitation. We are sure to find more of this substance as types of resources as we continue to explore the galaxy, each with the unique properties and their applications potentially useful.
This fleet is now capable of becoming a mercenary enclave, if we so wish. System survey complete.
Another translated log. Running out of food. I ate our dead 5 cycles ago, but not enough to last us. We have a vote and decided to eat the captain. Engineer Zarba, we're still working on hard on a subspace transmitter. She assures me it's near complete. It looks very complex. Perfect's last secondary appendage just shriveled up and turns magenta. Death is near. Right. Right. Alright, what we got? First contact. The entities encountered by our space fleets some time ago are spaceborne forms of life. Quickly nicknamed space amoeba, following a tactician's gross misreading of initial sensory output. The creature is in fact larger than the average Usonian corvette. The creature displays aggressive behavior towards Usonian ships, but further study might be warranted. Fascinating creatures.
An alien empire has established communications.
Faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining attraction in the internal political landscape of the United States of America. The call themselves the Full Enfranchisement Forum. The members walk for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire.
Council agenda ready.
We made free contact with the mysterious aliens of Haddick system. For now, we have codenamed them Delta aliens until we find out more about them. If they possess a language, you should decipher it so it can assist so much with threat they pose. Interesting. Favorite society. Signs of battle. There is evidence of a massive space battle that took place in close orbit of Semnix VA at some point in the past 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapon blasts, and scans with a torch have picked up several hulks from the ground. All these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition. The fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Heek von Helket is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies. Intriguing.
Situation log updated. To help our new colony along, we should consider the recruitment of a planetary governor to oversee operations. Colony established.
Alright. Let's go with luxury housing. After successfully translating their language, we have established communication to the independent station of the Curator Order. Let's see if they want to talk.
An alien empire has established communication.
Well, Meta Explorers, we are speaking to the Curator Order. Perhaps you are familiar with the tenets of our ancient order. Like our esteemed colleagues in the other creator enclaves, we are willing to trade provided you can meet our rates. Well met. Another log from First Mate Ythar. Confronted Zarba about the space transmitters. Turns out she had shoved a bunch of junk and loose cables to the empty field canister. She's not even a real engineer. Perfex is now leaking fluid from his mesothorax. Will surely perish soon. Envious. Alright. Ruler has empire ethic. Imperial hegemony. %0 support.
Construction complete.
Ganvian society encountered. You have detected
System survey complete.
the presence of a pre-FTL alien civilization on Kador 1 in the Kador system. They are presently what could be considered a late medieval age, with a firm grasp of metallurgy and a feudal society. The printing press is accelerating the spread of knowledge. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. Effectively capping off previous discoveries of lower life forms alive, the reports of the pre-FTL aliens of Kador 1, countered by our fleets, have reignited interest in xenological sciences in America, previously considered a largely theoretical field.
Construction complete. Construction complete. The Ascension Perks list shows the
Alright.
Ascension Perks that we can potentially unlock.
Edict Fund.
Some Ascension Perks may have special.
Seismic colonies. Starbase claim. One vision. Shared destiny. Let's get more unity. Definitely need more unity. Special project completed. The team under Science Officer Heek von Hellcat has finished their expedition on Semnik VA and returned to the Torch. Thankfully, the Starship graveyard on surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels will advance our research in certain fields by several years. There are things yet to discover. A permanent science post in orbit would make a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Excellent.
Research complete.
A lot of critical research can only be done in a zero-gravity environment, which these specialized laboratories are mainly designed for. Since the indicated presence of the system that is sending rudimentary signals across the galaxy, these same patterns have been registered as long-range scanners that originate from parts unknown. It is not clear whether these signals are intentional in nature. It warrants further investigation. Find out more.
Research complete.
Oh, fucking hell. New research. Good thing when we get stockpile.
Construction complete.
Oh my god.
Anomaly found.
Despite expected projections, Zarak 2 has a particularly large solid core beneath its incredibly thick mantle of unique gases. Scientists recommend further investigation. Okay. Let's make this our unification center. Oh my god. We really need more food. Ancient medical complex. Astounding news from the astute. Deep scans have revealed the unexpected large solid core of Zarak 2 to be covered in compressed remains of a sprawling medical complex millions of years old. Though the intense mental pressure of the gas giant severely limits the amount of data we can extract from the core surface, scientist Valentina Terivida reports that the hidden structures match beyond a doubt the technology used in the enigmatic L-gates. It's possible that Zarak 2 was a planetary medical facility created by the gate builders millennia ago. At some point the complex was abandoned, as if automated gas replicators ran unchecked for untold centuries, gradually converted the planet into a gas giant. Incredible. Finally. This turns to the log epistle recorded by Exela, the third mate. First mate Ithar committed suicide by ripping off his own antenna yesterday. Technician Second-Class Miss Vivia declared herself Empress shortly afterwards. Approved rights forced her into exile on the lower decks. Situation very bleak. Cannibalism widespread. Sorry. Provex is interred entirely magenta after his lower abdomen exploded yesterday. Should be dead, but is not. Knew and worshipped as a deity by Gamma Shift. That's horrifying. Okay, that's what.
Construction complete.
Reconnaissance flights conducted in the Mardum system reported a significant Delta aliens present. This includes at least one major military installation orbit around the primary. Though we have not identified any planetary settlements of note, a preliminary target list is being put together in the event that the aliens prove hostile. Several interesting transmissions have been intercepted. The dream provides insights to translate to language. Let's snap some of them for closer investigation. Let's go with keep at it.
Construction complete.
Toxic. Our detailed survey of Porzuno 2 has revealed that although it's currently unsuitable for life due to the noxious gases present in its atmosphere, it's capable of sustaining a habitable atmosphere. Through a concerted effort, we may be able to break the planet's toxins down to a less lethal compound. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but not yet possess the means. We do not yet possess the means to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Fascinating. Okay.
Research complete.
Research complete. Produced from farmers plus 5% and Lex Building Soil Reclamation Chamber Center. Farming techniques can be further refined through sophisticated computer simulations, different environments and weather patterns, as well as more predictable crop yields. Lex Edict. Farming subsidies. Go with empire size.
Construction complete. Could I have a moment of your time? System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Radical energy surges are being detected along the tectonic fault on the lines of Pazuna 6A. The origin of these spikes cannot be ascertained from orbit. Closer study will be required to identify the source of this phenomena. Okay.
Construction.
As we begin to pick up more and more visual images of aliens known as Delta aliens, it becomes inevitable that these will eventually be leaked to the widespread wider public. It appears as a provoked a widespread and dismay amongst our populace who have taken to describing them as repulsive weeds. Where are they?
Construction complete. Empire sprawl is a measure of the territorial expanse.
Solidified plasma trails. Geological analysis of Posino 6A has identified the erratic energy spikes detected through orbital surveys. The planet's volatile tectonic activity produces violent electrostatic discharges in regions of unstable frozen tundra. This volcanic lightning erupts skywards, turning the surrounding air to plasma. The extreme heat unleashed by the event produces a thermal shock which solidifies into lightning shaped structures. Using what we learned from geological analysis, we'll be able to easily predict these seismic eruptions and exploit this phenomenon for our own purpose. Okay.
Research complete. System survey.
Reduced from mining stations plus 10%. Very nice. Build better armor for our ships. Alright, down to 11. Treachery of the Delta aliens. While some were worried about the incursion of unknown alien vessels into their space, it was not clear just until how much of a threat the Delta aliens posed. It seems they sent a covert first to intercept one of our cargo vessels in the Hydraulic system, seizing the ship and escaping to the depths of space before we could mount a rescue party. We can only imagine what torture the crew would suffer at the hands of the captors. Worrying.
Anomaly found.
Impressive structures of our yacht burns the surface, practically begging for archaeological work. One last log has been found and translated. Patrol log off Sigilgam. Detected a crash vessel at 5523X, moving to investigate. Vessel identified as Ravink, a Class P modular freighter. Single survivor in critical condition was recovered from the wreckage. I definitively confirmed that Superiorvax, boatswain's mate, remaining crew either perished and crashed or turned on each other shortly before arrival. As for standard protocol, I'm leaving this log here and introducing the Rev Inc. as a productive gravesite. End recording. Curious. Okay. Archivism. Let's go expansion.
Council agenda available.
Interesting. The section of the wing world is part of the functional biosphere, but no longer appears a theory it could be feasible, but it would require advanced technology and a large amount of resources. Oh shit, they had a whole ass ring world. So they must be... Oh, they're living on the wing world. They're scared of the far-reaching signals originating from a small spaceborne organism we've taken to calling void worms. Appears in the galaxy riddled with these creatures from a varying wavelengths of the signals. When returned, the creatures develop through several stages of growth before reaching final maturity. Though they do not appear outwardly aggressive, there are patterns of communication and coordination on a galactic scale.
An alien empire has established communications.
Etic monolithic. Yardburn 3 is uninhabited, indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs recovered from some mineral not native to the planet. And if any placed here by some artistically clad spacefaring race, the monolith's flowing blinds definitely share a history so fantastical this would surely be fictional. Image them for our archives.
System survey complete.
Unknown Empire. Shit. What happened?
Some first contact missions will present options for how we wish to conduct
Our attempts to learn more about the Delta aliens and have been so far in vain. While they are easily able to ascertain they are coming from sort of technology advanced alien civilization, further contact effects prove elusive as they appear to be going considerable effort to prevent us and other eavesdroppers from intercepting new signals from them. We therefore only managed to intercept small fragments of language so far. However, from the glimpses we've gleaned, our linguists are confident they will be able to decipher their communications if we can just acquire a greater sample size. The proposal has been drawn up for somewhat more aggressive information gathering. Some might call it hacking, but they're surely not hacking if they detect it. It's too risky. Wait, what's so special about this place? Urban world. Yeah, let's begin its trap.
Construction complete.
Communications established. Receiving a translation from the Galactic Panaxian Coalition. They appear to successfully translate our language. Diplomatic channels are now open. All hostilities have ceased for us for the moment. We have gathered considerable data on the inner workings of your anatomy, Americans. One day we've seen, you'd say we know you inside and out. Demonic imperialists. Xenophobe. Our citizens also send their regards, Peninsula. News have been encountered intelligent alien life for the first time is received with mixed feelings by our population. This confirms that we have long suspected we are not alone in the galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. These particular xenos have a level of technology similar to our own. To indicate we may have spaceflight at roughly the same time.
Anomaly found. The espionage tab shows how our envoys are building spy networks within other empires. You can access the intel ledger here, as well as view and launch operations.
Okay. Spy network established. We received our first clean-state report from Spy Master Fabiana di LaGuardia. It's at the Galactic Panaxian Coalition. This marks the establishment of our spy network within Xeno territory. Rather than make a move, we stand a better chance of putting it right into our hands.
Construction complete.
Why do we have a cut for civilians?
Research complete.
Analysis. Geological stands of Edmar Vang 1A suggest the planetary crust of multiple is under immense pressure from pent-up tectonic forces. A significant geological event may be imminent. Investigate.
Anomaly found.
While scanning the asteroid belt, our science team found some irregularity. Okay, what else can we build here? That'll be very useful to us. Block supervolcano. Further study of the extreme seismic tension on Edor Vang 1A discovered a colossal supervolcano has become blocked by a partial upper cone collapse. Vast reserves of magma have filled all available underground chambers and are exerting immense upward pressure against the blockage in the main vent. The collapsed material is currently holding the magma in place, but it's impossible to predict how long this delicate equilibrium will last. The trapped molten rock is exceptionally rich rare metals and complex material compounds. Valentin Zvardievsky believes we can harvest these sources of safety by facilitating control option.
Situation log updated. Colony established.
By boring strings of artificial shafts at various points in the outer cone of Edor Vang's 1A supervolcano, we can structure until it's no longer able able to contain the massive accumulation magma below. Once its tipping point was reached, the results are spectacular. The volcano's upper section is obliterated with single, entirely as high-pressure molten rock exploded upwards. We redirected the overflowing lava into carefully prepared channels where it would be harvested by specialized mining equipment. Spectacular. A2 contains the ruins of another abandoned Zeroni colony. The first step to solving this mystery is to find and make contact with this world's psionic archive. Probe the crystal. Okay.
Construction complete.
Zeroni Shrine. Previously only explored our abandoned colonies, but according to the last dig site, Edor Vang C4 houses an abandoned shrine. Why would that place be of spiritual significance to its people? Zeroni Beacon. It was much easier to establish contact with the crystal this time around using protocols we established the previous one. Again, its records are fragmented, but we learned that another advantage of being able to enter the Shroud is that the Shroud touches all parts of the physical galaxy, perhaps all parts of the universe, simultaneously. If one can enter the Shroud, it's possible to exit at any known location. This ability to psionically jump between physical locations allowed the Zeroni to spread to all corners of the galaxy. Because they spent most of their time within the Shroud, the Zeroni established very few permanent colonies. Those they did set up were mostly located near their homeworld. This crystal is given this location of a sort of shrine. Oh, is it finished? Okay.
Now that our spy network has reached the surface.
Barbin? And wow. Fuck you. Fuck you, pal. I think we'll have to bear the extra cost.
Construction complete.
Not until these guys have fucked right off. Let's go to an alien ship adrift around the asteroid surrounding V413872. It's not responding to our hailing signals. Whether this is due to being unable to interpret our signal or perhaps some other reason, we do not know. Science Officer Helk van Halkett has recommended our construction ship be dispatched to tow the stricken vessel out of the debris field. If left untouched, its risk the alien ship might be crushed by the asteroids. A special project has been issued to rescue and investigate the ship.
Situation log updated. System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Colonization in progress.
Voidworm enzymes. Voidworms mate in groups of 3, a formation known as a troika. These creatures become bound for life in a never-ending mating ritual. However, they require an extra biological host to produce offspring. They are parasites. Upon reaching maturity, each voidworm develops a clutch of cysts within their reproductive systems. These reproductive cysts contain highly caustic gametes that, when combined with others like troika, can be sent to plants within suitable biomass in order to birth more of their nymphs. Their hosts do not survive the process. We have seen evidence that the voidworms coordinate their bombardment so as to maintain a sustainable amount of viable hosts throughout the galaxy. In any case, we believe that we can harness the power of the reproductive enzymes to our own benefit. We may believe in developed immunity to their reproductive efforts. Right.
Anomaly found.
Initial analysis of the asteroid's composition points to its potentially interesting finds. Alright. Okay. Equivalent, damn. Oh, fuck. That's very strong.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Oh, that's nice. They've... So no particular object on the surface of this planet is affecting all scanning beams like a mirror. Our senses are unable to determine the material composition. Investigate.
Anomaly.
This asteroid recently suffered an impact from another body within the asteroid belt, which resulted in a highly slightly changed orbit and a massive crater on the surface. Hole in the ground, digging it. Clearing away the rubble is a painstaking and risky business. Workers and equipment have been hoisted down hundreds of meters to the dig site, and excavated rubble has been whipped out. There have been numerous casualties and accidents while working in these trying conditions. But progress is being made, and every day we venture deeper. The walls of the crater are worn and cracked by time, but they plunge unerringly, straight down to the planet's core. You can only speculate how deep it goes, as something in the depths is gobbling our sensor readings. Keep digging. Alright. While conducting surface scans of Indarvang B3A, scientists Valentina Terzowskia discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock with written in alien writing. No other signs of alien activity on the planet have been detected, and exactly what this mirror came to be there is a mystery. We have created a special project to translate the text.
Situation log updated.
Hoping to discover rare resources inside AA231138, our scientists stumbled upon something most unusual. What appears to be a simple asteroid was in fact a long, dominant relay station with a complex of electronics and advanced sensors set up signals back to an ancient empire. The impact has damaged some of the asteroid's internal structure, and we can only extract one system from it. Retrieve the sensors. They control the void worms. God damn. Research deep core mining produced from drop miners plus 5%. Lux building seismic tunneling yard. A complex equipped for high efficiency tunnel carving and subterranean civilization, expanding access to otherwise unreachable mineral veins. Oops. Toxicity risk. The excavation hit delays as a dig site becomes increasingly toxic the deeper we go. Parts of the ship dangerously irradiated, probably by the catastrophic event that dug out the crater in the first place. The need for protective countermeasures and decontamination apparatus is slowing progress on the work. Operatives have completed their information gathering operation and have sent a dossier detailing the findings. Mission accomplished. The surface of scientist Valentina Desdiovska has managed to partially translate the alien model discovered on Idar Vang B2A. As a memorial for the extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy, they were apparently exterminated by the creators of the Mural, a fact that they seem to regret. Given that the Mural has been dated to be in excess of 300 million years old, it's likely the creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps the most interesting of all is that the material that the world was made of, despite its age, is in remarkably good condition. Amazing. The world is bleeding. Okay. It's the glue. The ooze is some kind of crimson liquid, gelatinous in appearance but extremely adhesive to the touch. Our scientists are eager to study this discharge further. Currently it's a mere inconvenience, but it would be prudent to ensure the safety of our colonists. Special project completed. Once the ship is drifted by V4313872 was towed out of the debris, we were able to send in an LA team to investigate. They discovered a murder scene. Only one crew member has been found. A long-geared amphibian biped appears to have been stabbed repeatedly. With its crew evidently dead, the ship is now up for grabs. It's fitted with very efficient thrusters, the structure and design of which are beyond us at present. The vessel is not armed, seeming to have been used as transport for important personnel. Repurposing it to an exploration vessel would be a minor undertaking. However, we can construct it and study the engines in greater detail. We may instead be able to apply its ingenious design to our own fleets. Enhanced ship design. Let's go with that.
Construction complete.
The entire surface of a small asteroid is covered in robot debris, trapped in its weak gravitational field. It appears to be military in nature, and there are enough combat droids here to outfit several armies had not been shattered up beyond all repair.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Major Heavenry. Before Prime reports troubling developments regarding the strange Crimson Ooze. Substance is becoming unmanageable and reaching at a great rate through the affected areas. The ooze is beyond not without its benefits. As it coagulates, its evasive properties become more pronounced, effectively forming a natural cement that will be able to supplement our construction efforts. Worryingly, though, the substance proves nearly impossible to remove from any colonist coming into contact with it. Attempting to treat and study is effective without us gathering more information, but with slow construction process. A routine scan of Waldor 1 contained unusually strong chemical fluctuations in the atmosphere. A closer survey may explain what is happening here.
Colony established.
Okay, urban world.
Construction complete.
After intense studying of treatment of the workers on Ilfar Prime, our scientists isolated the root cause of the problem. Holy crap. Still down to immensely low amounts of food, but initially presented as a viscous gelatinous substance, it's in fact a collection of parasitic microorganisms that form a symbiotic relationship with the planet. The parasites decompose organic matter beneath the crust of Il-4 Prime and recycle it into new material. The disturbance caused by Il-4 Prime's development disrupted their natural life cycle, causing them to react to the foreign substances we introduced into their ecosystem. Given more time, our science team is confident that we can find a way to work in harmony with these life forms, integrating their unique biology into Il-4 Prime's production lanes. Her operatives have completed their information gathering operation and have sent a dossier detailing their findings. Mission accomplished. There's not a lot of people, is there? That's why food production is still pretty low. Upon touching down at the bottom of the crater, a mind-boggling discovery was made. Giant twisted shards of some hardened calcified organic materials found among the rubble. Thousands of them. Some were a few meters across, some the size of the orbital shuttle. As astonishing as it sounded, it seems clear that the shards were the remnants of some enormous hatched egg. Based on the size and number of the shell fragments, the egg must have been hundreds of meters across. Deep in the bedrock of Saya-2 come some tremendous creature hatched and then proceeded to dig its way up to the surface, trailing deadly radiation in its wake. If they could do this as a newborn, whatever it was, it's gone now, leaving no trace behind but pieces of eggshell and a yawning hole in the earth. Intriguing. Chemical fluctuations in the atmosphere were confirmed across time, both time and the surface. The fluctuations are strongest over the planet's large ocean of exposed magma, so a probe was detached to collect samples. Upon closer analysis, Valentina Tviodowskaya determined that the magma ocean on altitude is outgassing valuable exotic gases. This unexpected finding suggests that the planet could be a potential contributor to our industries if we were able to properly exploit it.
Construction complete.
Productive relationship. Through extensive research, our scientists have engineered a variant species of parasitic microorganism on Il-4 Prime. This mutation is designed to recognize our own materials as harmless addition to our natural ecology, enabling us to resume construction with no further issue. After introducing them to the planet's biosphere, our engineered parasites have successfully integrated with it. Furthermore, by repurposing the microorganism's original decomposition effects, we have managed to harness the substance's adhesive properties to boost our own plant's production processes.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
There are many exceedingly powerful entities lurking within certain star systems in our galaxy. At great cost and with licensed resources, courier agents have painstakingly gathered knowledge that should make these beings easier to deal with the next time we encounter them. New aliens. Creating hostile fleets. Okay.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
The planet emits strange magnetic waves, quite unlike anything we've seen so far, as if it's trying to communicate with us. It's logical to investigate this unusual phenomenon. We must have just encountered an extraordinary example of life on a planetary scale. Investigate. Commissioner. Let's. Our efforts to complete our information gathering operation have sent a dossier detailing the filing. Mission accomplished. Stupid bug plants. Okay, we need...
Construction complete. Research complete.
Yeah, that'll work. A group of auxiliary operatives in Galactic Panaxia Coalition has begun shying away from their assigned tasks, setting lack of confidence in their overall purpose. Spymaster Fabiana de la Guardia would typically handle such matters without bringing them to our attention, but even without them knowing any details, these operatives being assuming unusually well informed about Operation Gather information, and perhaps despite inaccurate as a whole. Given that these auxiliaries are kept isolated from more active and better informed agents, Fabiana de Guardia suspects the operatives are being fed information from an outside source. She also concedes might be highly... Cut them loose.
Construction complete.
Finding and communicating with the Sonic Archive will become much easier now. Contact can be made as soon as our expedition lands, at which point we can access more detailed information and concepts. From what we have learned here, some things are too good to be true, and so it was for the god who granted this journey by the Shroud. The energy required to battle the vast changes in the Shroud's composition had come from somewhere, and for them it originated from the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. The Zeroni made their changes within the Shroud, so the singularity expanded, considering the mass of the galactic center converted it into energy, which is then siphoned through the Shroud. This discovery shook the Zeroni. Debate turned to argument. Arguments at the division turned to civil war between the two main factions. Interesting. I think that's enough for one night. Alright everyone, thanks for joining me. Sorry I was a little late today. I hope to see